The time is 1:15. Here is the news, edited by Dulmin Samrasinghe, read by Victor Raj. Here are the headlines of the local news. The US charges 3 Sri Lankans over Easter attacks. 30 people sustain injuries after a bus topples into a canal in Polonnaruwa. Gama Samaga Pilisandara program takes place under the patronage of President at Latugala village in Ampara. The Director General of SLBC says that the responsibility of a communication organization is to build compassion in the society. Foreign news, Australia on high alert after overseas travellers bring new COVID-19 strains. Sports news, tennis. Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka join Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in playing a pre-Australian Open. Local news in detail. The US Justice Department charged 3 Sri Lankans yesterday with supporting terrorism for their participation in the 2019 Islamic State Easter attack that killed 268 people. The department said the 3 were part of the ISIS in Sri Lanka group behind the attacks on 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels in cities on the Christian holiday on 21st April 2019. The Islamic State claimed responsibility and called the well-planned attacks a retaliation for Western coalition actions against the group in Syria. 5 Americans were among the dead. The AFP reported as the Justice Department saying the 3 charged are Mohammed Naufur, the second emir, and a recruiter and trainer for ISIS in Sri Lanka. Mohammed Anwar Mohammed Rizkan, who allegedly helped manufacturing the bombs used to the attacks, and Ahmad Ilham Mayatu Mohammed, who killed a police officer in the attack. All 3 are in custody in Sri Lanka, and the Justice Department said it will support their prosecution in the country while maintaining the US charges in the event they gain their freedom. The 3 were charged with providing material support to a designated foreign terrorist organization, and Naufur and Milhan were charged with helping in military tribe training for the Islamic State. Police say 30 people sustained injuries this morning after a bus toppled in a canal that feeds Parakrama Samudra in Pulastipura, Polonnaruwa. The bus transporting employees of an apparel factory had veered off the road and fallen into a canal as the bus driver lost control of the vehicle. The injured passengers are currently under medical care at hospitals in Pulastipura and Polonnaruwa. Pulastipura police are conducting further investigations into the incident. Another phase of the Gama Samaga Pilisandara program, attended by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, is now taking place at Latugala village of the Uhana Divisional Secretariat area in the Ampara district. Our reporter said that the President has arrived at the village and taking part in the program. 232 families are living in the Latugala village. Nearly 800 people are living in the area. Ampara District Secretary D.M.L. Bandaranaike said that there are 70 temporarily built houses and 13 partial built houses in the vicinity. The program commenced on the concept of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to uplift living standards of the people living in the rural area. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Save your card with a balance transfer facility from People's Bank. More details at peoplesbank.lk.
Continuing with more local news, Director General of Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, Chandrapala Lianaga, says that the responsibility of a communication organization is to create a dialogue to build compassion in the society. While taking part in the discussion this morning over FM Derana Radio, the Director General said that all channels try to be of service to the society, although there is a competition among them. He commended all channels for trying to build a national concept during the pandemic. Mr. Chandapal Lenagar said that SLBC is performing its duties by understanding their responsibilities. He said that SLBC is entrusted with public responsibility and everyone is working together to meet that aim. Mr. Lenagar said that new songwriters will be given the opportunity to make new creations. The Director General made an open invitation for Sri Lankans in this regard. The SLBC invites all media organizations to join it to build a communication dialogue with the people. The Ministry of Justice says that the work of mediation boards, which was suspended due to the pandemic, was recommenced yesterday. The Mediation Boards Commission has taken steps to maintain works of mediation boards in areas except in high-risk areas according to the health protective measures. Secretary to the Railway Station Masters Union, Kasun Chamara, says that 17 trains will be operated today and tomorrow on North, Puttalam, Kalanivali and Coastal Airlines. Accordingly, 9 trains will be run on the main line, 1 in the northern track, 3 in the Puttalam line, 5 in the coastal line and 2 trains in the Kalanivali track. He said the trains will not be stopped at Dematagod railway station due to the pandemic. Prison's spokesperson, Commissioner Chandan Ekanaka, says that all inmates who were imprisoned over failure to pay fines will be released under special pardon given by the President. The decision has been taken with the intention of easing the existing congestion at prisons across the island. Mr. Ekanaka said releasing these inmates is expected to commence with effect from today. The Ratana Sutra chanting organized by Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation takes place this evening from the Kirulapana Balapokuna Historic Temple in Colombo 6. The Ratana Sutra chanting will be held under the guidance of the Venerable Udagama Siddhartha Thero of Kote Sri Kalyani Samagri Dharma Mahasangha Sabha. It will be broadcast at 6:30 p.m. over SLBC Sinhala Commercial Service, City FM and regional services. That came to you in local news.
Save your card with a balance transfer facility from People's Bank. Transfer the balance of another credit card to a People's Bank credit card with the lowest interest rate. More details at www.peoplesbank.lk.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
525 COVID-infected persons have been found in the country during the 24 hours ended at 6 a.m. today. The National Operations Center to Prevent the Spread of COVID-19 says that the highest number of patients have been reported from the Colombo district, which is 193. The center said that 94 have been reported from the Gampaha district and 56 from the Vavuniya district. 43,525 infected persons have been reported by 7 this morning Minuangud and Paliagud fish market clusters. The total number of deaths has increased to 225. Yesterday, 15,472 PCR tests had been conducted. That came to you in main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, Chairman Professor Sampath Amaratunga said the University Grant Commission, which has been temporarily closed after finding a COVID-19 infected person will reopen on Monday. He said the UGC has temporarily closed after a security guard and one of his associates was found COVID-19 positive. Professor Amarutunga disclosed that the UGC will reopen on Monday after disinfecting the premises. That came to you on Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. Australia on high alert after overseas travellers bring new COVID-19 strains. People in England are being told to act like they have got COVID. Kim Jong-un pledges to expand North Korea's nuclear arsenal. World News in detail. Australia's health officials said on Saturday they are on high alert after cases of highly transmissible new variant of the coronavirus discovered in Britain and South Africa have made it into the country. Brisbane, the capital of the Queensland, today went into a 3-day district lockdown after discovery of a variant strain of the virus that causes COVID-19 linked to Britain. A variant that emerged in South Africa was found in Sydney, Australia's largest city, in a hotel quarantine. People in England are being told to act like they have got COVID as part of a government advertising campaign aimed at tackling the rise in infections. Boris Johnson said the public should stay at home and not get complacent. Government sources say there is likely to be more focus on police and enforcing rather than explaining rules. As cases and deaths soar, the government is releasing its advertising campaign, which will be shared across television, radio, newspapers, and on social media. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has said that US is his country's biggest enemy and that he does not expect Washington to change its policy towards Pyongyang. However, whoever is the president. Addressing a rare Congress of his ruling Workers' Party, Mr. Kim also pledged to expand North Korea's nuclear weapons arsenal and military potential. He said that plans are for a nuclear submarine were almost complete. His comments came as U.S. President-elect Joe Biden prepares to take office. To wrap up the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Australia on high alert after overseas travellers bring new COVID-19 strains. People in England are being told to act like they have got COVID. Kim Jong-un pledges to expand North Korea's nuclear arsenal. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Moving on to development news, plans are afoot to use the railways to transport agricultural produce. The Minister of Agriculture, Mahindananda Alutgamage, said the program will be implemented with the aim of reducing time and cost involved in the distribution of vegetables, fruits and fertilizers island-wide. Several discussions have been held between the railway authorities and the Minister of Agriculture in this regard. The minister said that the cost of transporting fertilizer annually was 648 million rupees currently and added it would cost only 125 million rupees by rail. That ends development news. Moving on to sports news. Tennis Australia said today Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka will join Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in playing a pre-Australian Open warm-up exhibition in Adelaide after serving their quarantine in the South Australian city. The A-Day at the Drive event will take place at the city's Memorial Drive tennis court on 29th of January. Ashley Barty and Simona Halep would be among the 8 players involving in the exhibition, with the US Open champion Dominic Thiem now confirmed as the 3rd man. Adelaide will also host a WTA Tour 500 level event, the Adelaide International, in the week after the Australian Open. Olympic long jump silver medalist Lou Manyonga has been provisionally suspended from 3 breaches of anti-doping rules in 12 months. The 30-year-old South African, who has battled drug addiction in the past, could be banned for 2 years for the whereabouts failures. Manyonga is among the favourites to win gold in Tokyo after winning the 2017 World Cup and 2018 Commonwealth titles. The 3rd test of the India Tour of Australia is underway for the 3rd day in Sydney. Batting first, Australia scored 338 in their first innings. In reply, India was all out for 244 in their first innings. Australia was 103 for 2 wickets at stumps today. That ends the sports news. Moving on to business news. Millennium IT ESP has announced that the company is celebrating 25 years of evolving its service offerings, expanding global reach and transforming customers' businesses to be relevant to the modern days. The 100% Sri Lankan origin-based information technology entity continues to offer agile, adaptive and rapidly evolving technology that solves current and future businesses' challenges. Director Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium IT ESP, Shevon Gunatilaka, said, "It is with great pride that they celebrate the all-important milestone of an entity that has created many notable firsts and sustainable growth within the IT industry of Sri Lanka." That ends business news.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Sri Lanka's stock market closed 0.31% higher yesterday, driven by Expo Lanka Holdings, Distilleries and LOLC Finance, continuing the first week of 2021 on positive sentiment. Colombo's all-share price index gained 0.31% or 21.69 points to close at 7,119.53. The S&P SL20 index for more liquid stocks gained 0.57% for 15.28 points to close at 2,707.84. The market turnover was 6.1 billion rupees, with 63 stocks gained and 121 falling. That ends economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Finally, on to the weather report. The Met Department shows showery weather over the island is expected to enhance due to the low-level atmospheric disturbance to the southeast of Sri Lanka during next few days from tonight. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in northern, eastern, north-central, central and rural provinces. Fairly heavy showers above 75 mm can be expected at some places in northern, eastern, central and rural provinces. Heavy showers above 100 mm can be expected at some places. That ends weather report. To wrap up the afternoon news on Radio Sri Lanka, let's take a look at the headlines once again. The US charges 3 Sri Lankans over Easter attacks. 30 people sustain injuries after bus topples into a canal in Polonnaruwa. Gammas Samagapili Sandara program takes place under the patronage of President at Latugala village in Ampara. The Director General of SLBC says that the responsibility of a communication organization is to build compassion in the society. Foreign news, Australia on high alert after overseas travellers bring new COVID-19 strains. Sports, tennis, Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka join Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in playing a pre-Australian Open. That ends the afternoon news broadcast on Radio Sri Lanka.